Okay, here's a look at the E-mini S&P for Thursday, April the 28th, 2011. Well, the up auction continues. We had good support from the 40 area yesterday. By the way, these are market profiles you're looking at. This is today's market and volume profile from the regular trading hours. This is what occurred yesterday. This is what occurred on Tuesday. So we had a good up move on Tuesday, and you can see obviously the market is just continuing to move higher through here, and we expect more of the same. No real reason that it's not. It did get down into that 48, 47 area overnight. Only hit tonight, I believe, it was about 50 during the regular trading hours today. So we're looking at support, the upper support area in around the 51 area. Next major support down there would be around, not till down to about 40. So around 51 and then all the way down to 40. But still with the bias to the upside, of course. Here's the market profiles from the regular trading hours. And there weren't nothing significant really here other than the fact that the market keeps marching higher. There's really no reason to believe that a top is yet in place. Here is our chart today using our software, and you can see that we did have a short trade trigger on this bar and then again on this bar. The first one, of course, not taken. It was in the green filter. This one not taken either. It was in neutral filter. You can see that this one, it basically hovered around our price for about 10 minutes or so, and then it started to work its way higher. This one here actually had a pretty good move lower. There's the entry right there. Actually, this trade only moved a couple, 3 ticks against us, and then had a nice dip down to here. But whenever you're taking a trade like that against the grain, and we would consider a trade like this to be against the grain because our intraday bias was definitely up going into today, and also we had confirmation of that with the green filter. So it makes it difficult to trade against that. And however, you can see that these trades that our software does set up and trigger, it's very sensitive. So it does pick up when the market is attempting to move either higher or lower at any particular time. So it's a very sensitive tool, and as a result, what we need to do as traders, and the way that we trade and encourage other people to trade, is to use this as an intelligent assistant and not just a trading system. However, it can be used as a trading system. You just want to make sure that your trade management is appropriate for that kind of trading style. So obviously the more conservative one would be to not take either one of these trades. The more aggressive one is, yes, the market's trying to sell off. Maybe I can get something on the short side. And fine, that first trade worked great and it had a nice rundown. Whereas the second trade there, once it's high, in other words, where the trade here was actually set up and triggered here, and then here on this one, you can see that once that area here was taken out, in other words, once it had traded above there, then it had that really nice up move. So at any rate, so that's really it for today. We didn't have a lot going on. We had some trades that some of our traders took that were not based on the mechanical trades that show on the chart, but based from their knowledge of the natural auction cycle and some opportunities that our software shows that didn't quite meet the requirements of a specific trade, one of our specific trade setups and triggers. So still able to manage to take something out of the market there. Our best trade that we had, I know I wasn't able to send one out a couple of days ago, but we had a movement in the market where off of Tuesday morning's trade, and maybe it'd be a good idea just to show you that for just a moment. Okay, here's the chart from Tuesday, and this is one of our best trades, so I'm just do a little bit of bragging here for a minute. And this is one of our best trades that we've had for a while. You can see that we had the green filter here. We had the indication to get long right here. We actually did get long right here at 36 even. We even had a second signal here to get long, but we were still long in this trade. And from our trade management, we were actually able to hold this trade all the way up to here. We didn't get stopped out of that trade until right here. So on the final portion of that trade, we're actually able to take out 8.5 points. And like I say, obviously, we don't have a trade where we make 8.5 points on a single contract on the final partial position. For those of you that aren't all that familiar with the actual, whoops, I know my printing here is something to be desired, but it's $425 per contract because of that. So at any rate, I just wanted to finish off this video and sort of brag a little bit about that trade we had on Tuesday. So that's really it, and we're looking at more up, and thanks for watching the video. Good luck in your trading, of course, and we'll see you again tomorrow.